Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from South Philly. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw first play with Penix. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Atlanta.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Let's go. 1918, go.
They'll run it for the 1st time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Again, it's Penix. A man left side, it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
On play action, Penix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcon touchdown.
Well, just about every metric you can use, it's very clear, Mike. This is one of the best defenses in football. So I think coming in, preparing for this game, we were asking ourselves, where do the points for this offense come by? And I'll tell you what, they silenced a lot of those doubts here with this opening drive to take it all the way down the field to sustain possession and come away with points. I haven't seen many teams do that to this defense. They got some things to sort out here before this next possession.
Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 bicep, go.
They'll start by going forward with a pop. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jawan Bentley.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On 1st down, it's Robinson, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Penix. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
Now Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Atlanta.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. The throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He pulls it in around, fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
He'll step up and run this.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready up! Let's go now! 1918! Street!
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash Bronco.
up the middle with Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. That one is complete.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Third and long. They'll look to throw. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
6-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
First and 10 now from the 36. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
Tag! Cougar 19! Check smash! Check smash!
Here's Barkley, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. 52 yards.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. We'll get this to Pitts once more. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Second and a yard. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have that Falcons first down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, you didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Go check. Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
4-yard line.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal.
Right there. Hurt. Here we go.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep to the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this is caught! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Kyle hits. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The return team's going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. Calvin Austin.
The pass. To Calvin Austin. A gain of 9.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. That deep for Olave. He's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Eagles. His 4th TD grab of the season.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. no matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
That ties the game at 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. Quick throw, taken in. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
It is second and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 27-yard line.
To start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Barkley. Saquon Barkley. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Makes the score Eagles 41, Falcons 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when fourth and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Penix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Penix going to throw again. That is incomplete. There's no way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Again, it's Penix. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down by Nola. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. They're going to go play action with Penix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. From the gun, here is Penix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On play action, Penix. Short the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Here's Robinson. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Tyler Algier, touchdown Atlanta. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 3 touchdowns in this one. And he's up to 11 on the season.
The kicker on 4-point after.
Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win, defensively.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Out wide, that's Robinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
It's 3rd and 4. Here's Penix. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Plant. It's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to drop him as he registers sack number 4 on the season.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
from the 46. Here's second down and a yard. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. From the 41, here's second down and 6.
Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Take go.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Viking 18. Warriors 70.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. We're down for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's crossing left side by Pitts. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing again, it's Penix. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Penix on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Let's go. Half the 60.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Home left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Falcons first down.
17 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Gonna throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, 2nd and 4. To throw again, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now Algier. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now run with Carter. And he will score! Touchdown Falcons.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons back within 7. It's 35-28. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Let's go now. 6, check.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Open space to the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 33 yards.
ready.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Roll, roll, roll.
A run with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The PAT up and good. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
Falcons 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. To the tight end Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And the lefty Penix on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That's taken in, and they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They bounce.